mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go lose, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it down, me and myself talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, problems I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. Shake a pig, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma throw that cash to my money.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Yeah, I got some rain, gonna rain. Can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah, been the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? With the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just to let it go. I done been building this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go, miss? How she remember she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we called her the rhythm. She called up a friend, they kissed and we did it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it?
Go where?
Can I kick it?
I don't.
Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I thought.
Or you having a simple
Need it like it, these right here to check my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about us. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a brain. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Alright. Gotta get up and get this stuff too, because I gotta run to the nail supply store too. Alright, I'm gonna get ready. Get heart ready. Let me go pee-pee real quick, okay?
What?
I need to go pee-pee real quick, okay?
I go pee and I brush my teeth.
Good job, heart. Thank you for doing those things.
I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. May mama proud, got a thou on the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the Calvary. It be style, don't you?
Hey!
I wish I was richer.
Go!
I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many cops
acting fresh enough. How do you feel cut it for you? I'll cut your lip. Just peel the skin off. Slice the little brown one.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, try and run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like a plastic plate. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can
What up, man? So, what you doing? Nothing, show.
Straight up. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz with this pink stuff. Here's long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't telling what you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water
dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chats coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. Audemars on my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. I see water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chats coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. Audemars on my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do. I'm going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm a got a new Prestos and a Jason away. Got a new wrist watch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. With this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chats coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. Audemars on my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business whole team.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Huntley to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Just a yard on the... Pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Huntley. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun. Huntley. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
On the carry.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross, 39 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Colts nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
3rd and 7.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The give to Taylor. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
On to punt for the Colts.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon, 73 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
40 extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Bengals 14, Colts nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the gun, Huntley. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Huntley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
The 15-yard line.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And they'll try to run the option here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st down, Winston. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old...
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
To throw, Huntley.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jameis to throw it. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
A second down throw for Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A 17-yard loss. And it's third down.
Third and long for Winston. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12.
To throw from his end zone. It's intercepted in the end zone. A great read, it's picked off. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Huntley looking deep for Hilton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And they'll run the option to start the drive. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to John Ross. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. Now Joe Mixon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. From the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Gain of 4, and it's third down.
Again, it's Mixon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defense. Side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley rolling to his right. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep him here off the option.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Behind the chain, second and 12.
Operating from the gun. Huntley uncorks one for Davis. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12. Play action. Huntley. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. On second down, here's Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Now, the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 19. To throw, Winston. With a catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a third and 18.
First down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Winston. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a Colts.
Taylor. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Huntley. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, it's picked. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Winston here to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Play action now. Winston. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
6 yards. It's 2nd down. Today's final.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best dirt.
T-Rag got me.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in.
know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. One to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay, but wait. Jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing.